Hi, everyone. I wanted to draw your attention today on something that not many people are talking about, and this is the asking price to sales price ratio. So I put together a little graph here showing the sales price to asking price ratio starting in 2020 and all the way up to 2025. What we're seeing here is a trend towards people paying closer to the asking price. Back in 2020, the asking price was about the ratio, the asking price to sales price ratio was at about 97%. So what that meant is that if someone was asking $500,000 for their house, they would get 97% of that as the sale price. What we're seeing now is that number has creeped all the way up to just under 100%. So essentially, people are getting, on average, what the asking price is. What this means for buyers is that you want to, and I've mentioned this in other videos too, you want to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, that you're pre-approved, you know exactly like what you're looking for, what you're qualified for, so that you can go in with your best possible offer and make a strong offer for the property that you want and hopefully get that property. For sellers, you also need to be organized and make sure that the key here is to set your asking price. You want it to be reflective of where the market's at. You don't want to set your asking price much higher than what comparable properties are selling for because your property is going to sit. If you price it appropriately, you'll probably get very close to or maybe even above what your asking price is. So make sure you know what other houses, similar houses, are selling for and that you set that asking price appropriately. We'll see kind of how this goes. I mean, this is a long-term trend, and this is something that's been going on, well, for 5 years here. We can see how it's been increasing. But it ties in interestingly to where our sale price is going. And we've seen inventory is low, sale prices are going up. But this ratio digs a little bit deeper into that. And essentially it's saying that people are willing to pay closer to that asking price in order to get the house that they want. There's less negotiating on the buyer's side. And I think that's just a function of the really low inventory here. People are a little bit maybe nervous that they're going to miss out. So they're offering very close to or above that asking price. If you'd like to know more about this ratio or anything else regarding the sales here in Saskatoon, feel free to give me a shout. Thanks.